Hello and welcome to the GamerRoos Podcast. This episode is being recorded on September 27th, 2022, which happens to be my 21st birthday. Happy birthday to me. This is episode 3 of an ongoing weekly podcast series. Now let's get started. All right, so to update on a previous story from last week, the alleged hacker, not known as 4chan, but I'll elaborate, of the GTA...
I knew it.
of the GTA 6 scandal, has been arrested in the United Kingdom for counts of criminal... Come on, Juvi.
That wasn't me. I just got scared.
Okay.
Did you do anything, Juvi?
You're the hacker!
Anyways.
I knew it.
James.
Yeah. Basically, the guy got arrested for criminal hacking, whatever the exact crime is. I'm not entirely sure because I'm not from the United Kingdom. But it's allegedly the guy that got in trouble for it. So, of course, we still have yet to get the other foot that was allegedly coming down if Rockstar did not capitulate to the guy's demands. So it's pretty much confirmed by this point. It was all made up. Because if he would have, he probably would have uploaded it by the time the cops were knocking on their door. Oi! Got a license for that hacking?
You got a license for that computer?
No.
Actually, fun fact about the UK, computer monitors do not count as a TV for the TV tax thing.
Really?
Yeah, they have to pay taxes on their TVs. And it's a really big thing because apparently there's a lot of people that go without paying that tax to the point where the BBC was actually threatening that they had TV detecting vans that they'd run up and down suburbs in England to detect people who were watching TV without their TV tax.
You got a license for that TV.
You laugh, but literally, that's how it was.
I mean, okay, yeah. It kind of makes sense with all the absurd taxing stuff I've seen around places. Like in Japan, I think they have to pay for a certain add-on to their TV.
Do they? I mean, it's supposed to pay for the BBC and all the alternative BBC channels.
It's similar to that. Yeah, it's... I forgot what the network's called in Japan.
The Japanese Broadcasting Corporation?
It's not that one. It's something... It starts with an N, but... That's another
Nihon?
Oh. You scared me, George. You really scared me right there.
Anyways.
I know what I must do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it.
I do not know what TV is anymore. I simply live and breathe off of Twitter and YouTube.
I don't blame
Same.
Some would say this road is the path for alternative news sources.
I mean, yeah, I don't blame anyone for not knowing what TV is anymore. Cause
I mean, yeah, I don't really watch
Look,
TV.
if I wanted to sit through 2.5 minutes of commercials, I would just go to Twitch and watch a stream without subscribing.
Well, I mean, if we're talking about the length of commercials now, Google is bumping up their YouTube ads. I'm getting unskippable 30-second ads, 2 of them before I even have to do anything. It is honestly kind of crazy.
Oh, did you hear that Google is removing ad blocker plugins?
I'd like to see them try.
Wow. Okay.
Well, I mean, I've been using AdBlock with YouTube for a long time now.
The Firefox I go.
I mean, on Chrome,
Tor
yeah.
I go.
I'm using Brave.
No, Chrome's removing it from.
No, Tor browser.
Oh, Tor.
Yeah, Tor. the one where allegedly, you'll never be tracked. But that's besides the point. Basically,
and today's sponsor is NordVPN.
Yeah, today's sponsor is anything where you don't have to watch ads on YouTube. I'm using this one app.
I ain't paying for YouTube Premium. Stop it.
I know, right?
Anyways, it's
I use.
So what's the story about this guy again? So he just got caught and he was just bluffing.
No, I mean everything that was released was legit, but the second half of what he wanted to release probably never existed. It might, if somebody were to say oh yeah, somebody stole the computer from the police or something like that, and they released every file on there, and there's a little more that we didn't know about, I wouldn't be surprised. But the fact that he didn't release it after Rockstar didn't capitulate to demands, and before he got arrested and probably put away for a long time, well. Hold on. Did the guy that hacked Valve in 2003, is that guy still in prison?
I don't know. Let me check.
Well, Jamie, could you check that, please? Thanks, Jamie.
First off, you're not bald. Second of all, No. Okay, so the guy who hacked Valve didn't get any jail time. He had 2 years probation, and he wasn't the one who released it to the internet. He gave it to a friend who released it.
Okay. I mean, it's interesting because the kid's only 16. He's probably going to be tried like an adult, but at the same time, it's like...
I mean, what about the guy that was tracking Elon Musk?
That was just a private thing. I don't think...
No, that was actually completely illegal because he was using FAA data.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But
it's
like,
just...
I'm serious. Like, a lot of these kids out here are very smart because like they know the tech more than what people out here, especially older people.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, we're also dealing with the same people who have written laws, and they also think that like finstas are a bad thing. Which, don't get me wrong, they are a bad thing, but I don't think we're going to see any legislation unless some big lobbyist goes up to a congressman and they're like, hey, yo, we need to have some protections about this, but that's not going to happen.
Well, yeah, that's what they try to do with like SOPA, the internet centralization thing. The one that Reddit got up their ass a few years back. I'd rather it not happen. I'd rather the internet be a freer place, but that's besides the point. To put a cap on the subject, the guy's been arrested for the time being and is probably going to go to jail for a while because, this was a huge thing and probably impacted probably a lot of... They could probably make a very big case about like millions of dollars in lost revenue, if not.
Definitely, because you're dealing with a company that is public, and whatever perception of that company's standards and games and security, whatever, right, can impact that stock price.
Oh yeah, exactly. So now again, it's very intangible, lost profits, and of course the guy's still a kid, and of course this is all assuming the fact that he was the one that did it. He might have been, everything's still alleged. We don't want to take anything for certain, but either way, that's the point of the matter.
Overwatch 2, that's coming out in October. My bad. I'm still stuck in summer. Gotham Knights, the highly anticipated Batman game, is coming out October. If I remember, Borderlands they're getting a new game.
Another one? Didn't they just have Tiny Tina's?
I was going to say, I thought Tiny Tina's.
Yeah, I thought
Was
that
it?
was...
So,
Or is it a DLC for Tiny Tina's?
all I know is called New Tales from the Borderlands.
Oh, they're doing another Tales from the Borderlands thing. Oh, I heard the first one was pretty good.
You got me here. I have not played much of the Borderlands series.
The Modern Warfare 2 beta came out this weekend, and I put in about 10 hours of it, max ranked. Did not max rank all of the guns. I did most of them, the ones that you could rank, of course. There was a lot of them that you couldn't unlock anything on. So I didn't use the lever action. I didn't use the Scar H equivalent or whatever it's called in this game. They changed the name like every other game. I don't even think the AK is the AK anymore, which is insane.
Yeah, it's a bit weird with their gun leveling system and their attachments, but I also played it, so I have some opinions on that.
The $70 price tag thing, Min and I talked about that a little bit. I thought it was okay. It didn't blow me away as much as 2019 did, but it is a sequel. It is, coming off of like 3 years after having gotten used to Modern Warfare 2019. And the biggest thing so far, the UI is awful. The fact that you have to go into a sub-menu just to get to the regular, regular multiplayer thing.
I had so much trouble trying to find key bindings.
Yeah, and they really need to sort out the UI, make it a lot cleaner, make it a lot less obscure. It's really weird.
On the brighter end, I like the gameplay flow right now compared to Infinite and what was it? What's their other latest one?
Oh, you're thinking of Cold War and Vanguard.
Yeah, those. It has better flow than those two from what I played.
Yeah, very much so.
And I like the new animation, entrance animation.
Mm-hmm.
And outside of that, it's core modern, or what is it? It's core COD gameplay.
Yes, very much so. I thought all the maps that they had were decent. I really liked the Mexican museum level. I thought that was outstanding. It's a very big map, but the detail it really felt like you were fighting through a museum, which is a weird thing to say, these days. But it was very. I thought the map was very well designed. The only one I didn't really like was Farm 18, and that's because it stuttered like crazy trying to get that to run on my computer, and I don't know why, because otherwise I had no performance issues.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Yes, my computer wasn't skilled enough to run the map without stuttering.
Have you played the Search and Destroy?
No, I didn't play Search and Destroy.
Okay,
But I almost never play Search and Destroy to begin with.
that's where all the competitive edge
Right.
go. There's a bunch of timing that needs to be had with each map.
Mm-hmm.
I've only really played on what is that Market Square.
The Mexican market level.
Yeah,
I know what
yeah.
you're talking about, though.
So, yeah, there's a lot of timing, especially on that B site, the tacking player to a choke. And that place, if you don't make that timing, it's hard.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of like everything else, I think it's a move in a good direction for Call of Duty. And I don't think they're going to be releasing any new Call of Duty games anytime soon. I think they're focusing their time on this game.
Well, yeah, I mean, they do it yearly, but I'm pretty sure there's still going to be another...
They're going to... I think it's like a 2-year stop.
Really?
Yeah.
They're not releasing a new Call of Duty game after Modern Warfare 2?
I don't think so.
Well, I mean, not for a couple of years, of course.
yeah.
Wow.
Okay, wow. So it's not yearly.
That's...
I think they're stopping with the yearly release and focusing some time so that devs and like executives, producers, whatever, can reconfigure, because they took a big hit, like Vanguard and
Vanguard
Cold War
severely.
area.
I mean, I haven't seen the numbers, but the fan base hated Vanguard. I know for a fact it didn't sell as well. I just don't know the magnitude of that.
So this kind of resemble like Assassin's Creed when they had their little pause in development.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways,
That's really interesting though, because I mean, Call of Duty is basically an institution by this point. It's released yearly since what, 2007? With
I mean,
since
since
ever since they required the 3 studios, it's been releasing yearly.
well, no, because like it's been yearly because it was COD 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3,
Black Ops 2.
Black Ops 2,
I mean,
Ghosts, Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, World War 2, Black Ops 4, Modern Warfare, Cold War, Vanguard, Modern Warfare 2. I am a complete nerd for knowing all of that.
you're good. It's just like me knowing
Shame.
It's just
Wait,
like me knowing all the
shame.
Assassin's
Okay.
Creed lore. So you're fine.
Shame.
You're fine. Anyways, so like, I mean, if you look at it, I mean, I'm not gonna say it will be like this, but if you look at the current environment for the AAA game industry, they're looking towards to doing like a Halo Infinite thing, where they're just gonna have a platform where they can regularly release content.
I understand that going forward because the yearly release model severely crippled Cold War and Vanguard.
Well, not just that, but if you think it from a competitor's perspective, why would someone buy a COD that everyone agrees is just going to be the same thing with a few tweaks compared to Thor Ragnarok or compared to a new Battlefield?
Thor Ragnarok is a movie, George.
God of War Ragnarok. Sorry, it had Thor by like a generic FPS. Let's face it, that's what COD has turned into nowadays with its yearly releases.
Oh, that's a decades-old criticism. Come on. The Modern Warfare genre is like cratered since 2013.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, look what happened to Battlefield 2042.
That's a good point.
Like, why it tanked, and it was released the same year as
2042 was last year, so that would have been Vanguard.
And Cyberpunk.
No, Cyberpunk was 2020.
Okay.
But regardless, like,
Besides the point.
But yeah, like the point still stands. Like, why would I pay money for the $60 for this when I can go spend my money elsewhere on like a game that has much more content?
I can see that point.
so if you actually want to dive more into that topic, we do have a Discord forum post talking about quality in gaming content for like the price.
Right. We don't have the Discord link on the YouTube channel, unfortunately. But what we do have is that if you're here at UMKC, you can go to our GamerRoos table in there, it will have a link to our Discord page, or simply just find a member of the UMKC GamerRoos Club, and we'd be happy to have you join.
If you're a part of the ROO groups, it should also be on that page.
That's true. That's true.
But so any gaming news on Nintendo?
Not gaming. There is actually a big thing happening next week at New York Comic Con.
Is there?
Yes. So on the 6th, which is Thursday, I believe.
Something like that, yeah.
The Mario movie is getting its teaser trailer shown up there.
Oh, right.
I can't wait for this disaster.
I forgot about the Mario movie.
Hi,
So
my name
did
is
I.
Chris Pratt, and
I am
I'm-
Mario.
I
I mean-
am Mario.
I mean, honestly,
It's-
I also forgot there was a Barbie movie.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, the Barbie movie I expect to be trash.
Actually, hold on. I want to go see that Barbie movie just so I can see Ryan Gosling. He's literally me.
But yeah, video game movies are in high production right now, actually.
I mean,
Assassin's Creed getting live action, not sure if it's series or movie from Netflix. Cyberpunk just got a
The
series.
anime.
Oh, it revived interest in the game.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just face it.
Yeah.
That
somebody was telling me that player base jumped by like 550%,
It did.
which, I mean, is only 5.5 times. But at the same time, the fact that it jumped, and this is, again, a single-player game, it's not multiplayer. So
And then we got the Sonic movie, which, Hoovy, I'm sorry. Calm down.
Hoovie's
He's
shaking
rock
in his
hard.
seat right now. Jesus, is it peeking up over the table?
that's not his phone.
Okay, hold on. Look, the Sonic movie is one of the most successful video game movies in recent years.
Yeah.
And for a reason.
That's not a very high bar.
but
Have
it
you
is setting
seen the
the bar.
lore
It is
of-
setting
Yeah,
the bar.
I'll give it that. Yeah, it's setting a good bar for any video game.
I mean, there is a
series
reason why
or
we are
anything.
getting a Knuckles series on Paramount Plus next year, and then Sonic Movie 3, which I expect a little girl to be. Look, Shadow needs to be traumatized, and I need to be traumatized. And the little kid sitting next to me in his Sonic hat, he needs to be traumatized.
Hoovie,
Okay.
Jesus, where's this coming
He's
from?
wearing a Sonic hat, Hoobie. He's already traumatized.
Look, it is a rite of passage for any child who plays Shadow the Hedgehog or SA2, which is
Hoovy,
exactly what Sonic
Hoovy, I
Movie
think
3 is going to
you're
be.
traumatizing every kid that's listening to this. If
They
there is
need to
any.
go through what I went through, okay?
okay, children, if you're listening to this, stop.
Look, death and guns are a thing. People die. Get over it.
Hoovie, they know that by watching the TV. Jesus. I
Well,
was
look,
under the
they play Sonic games. They probably die all the time as Sonic. It shouldn't matter if it's a little girl. It's still Sonic.
Anyways.
Sonic is a fuzzy little creature from a planet that doesn't exist, and he has lives. You don't, kids. If you die,
Anyways.
you die for good.
So back to the point about video game movies. I have high expectations after the Sonic movie.
I do. I honestly, I'm kind of worried for the Mario movie now, because with Illumination being a part of it, I'm wondering if they're just going to write off the fact that it's Mario and it's going to be a critically acclaimed success, even though the movie is an Illumination movie.
I
Okay,
foresee Toads
so-
being the next minion.
Yes.
Yes, that's what I'm worried about.
That's what I'm worried about too. Sonic! Please.
What?
No.
I can do it. Hold on. If anybody was going to do it, I can do it because I have the pop filter.
I know. That's why I'm scared.
Mario, what are we doing here? Where's my head? I can't see my chin. Ah!
Hey, don't worry about it, little bro. I did this with dinosaurs all the time.
Mario! Mario, what are you doing? Why are you sticking your hand out at me?
Okay.
I thought this was a dental exam.
Mario, my name is John. My name isn't Blue. It's John.
Oh, I have some other news. Team Samurai is joining King of Fighters 15 with some characters.
Who?
I knew that was going to happen. God
Yeah.
dang it. No one in GamerRoos
Okay.
plays fighting games, and it's awful.
Yeah.
Listen,
mean,
I'm sorry. I have
Man, try to pronounce those. I'm not even going to attempt.
Min is looking in pure shock right now.
Haomaru. Nakoruru. And Darley? Dagger?
Okay, we had the ethnic minority do it. You can't blame the white man.
Hey ho,
I mean-
Maru, Nako Ruru, and Darley Dagger from the hit fighter Samurai Showdown heavy slash their way into King of Fighters 15.
Anyways.
Thank you, white man.
Now,
Yeah.
outside, I mean, like, onto the topic about fighting game players with the GamerRoos. Like, okay, we have to understand, fighting game, honestly, is a real niche community.
It is.
This is true.
All I have to
It
say
is.
is Tekken. I think that explains everything.
I mean,
Kazuya Mishima wins.
Scorpion wins.
I mean, yeah.
Flawless
If
victory.
you're looking
Fatality.
if you're looking at like
Friendship.
Fatality.
Go.
Furgality.
Whoa,
whoa,
Hold on.
hold
And everyone
on.
says that I'm the furry. Hold on.
No.
Yeah, no, you are.
No. This is a really obscure reference. No. Literally, there's some guy named.
I think we had almost everyone in this room inhaling copium. So
Copium?
I'm sorry for all you viewers.
Copium. What am I coping for? What am I doing?
Existing.
I think you're just proving my point here.
That being.
I need an axiomatic statement right now.
No.
What's the point? What are we doing? What? I'm really confused.
Why?
Side
Who?
effect of copium include
Confusion.
partial amnesia.
All right, let's quarter circle back to
Short-term
where we were
memory
talking
loss.
about.
Oh, that's a bad joke.
Anyways,
We're talking about fighting games. Let's get back into the
Okay,
topic.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
quarter circle back, quarter circle forward.
now
Okay, if you would like to come and kick Hoobie, we are currently in the.
This isn't a stream. By the time this goes up, which I don't know when that's going to be.
you can find him in the
Just
student
ask one of the
union.
GamerRoos. We'll track him down for you.
Dude, so much is getting cut from this episode. Oh my
Anyway,
God.
anyways,
That doubt.
back to the topic. Fighting games. Okay.
Okay.
So, like, if you're to look at any, like, Evo, let's look at the Evo, right?
Okay.
It's not just one fighting game. It's basically just packed together one event, and, you know, while, like, other games have their own dedicated, like...
I hate to say this, but the most successful fighting game is Smash.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
By this point, yes.
they made a huge mistake not having Smash there. It was consistently the biggest tournament
Well,
there.
Well,
it was
you know what?
Nintendo.
If-
Nintendo wouldn't allow it. But, like, Evo, like, all these other fighting games have, like, conglomerate ones.
Yeah.
But Smash has their own game. Like their own
Scene.
tournaments and
Yeah.
scenes. Like, big tournaments. Like,
To be completely fair, one, dealing with the copyright issues with Nintendo is going to be a headache no matter what you try to do. So it's much easier to do regular tournament fighters with companies with non-draconic copyright principles on their games. And two, if Evo did allow Smash, which I can see why they should and why they shouldn't, it would forever change the fighting game scene because you're no longer just doing one-on-one tournament fighters, you know, like tracing their lineage back to Street Fighter 2. Instead, you're focusing more on...
well, you see, James, the problem with that is Smash was at Evo.
Oh, right.
It used to
been
be a
there for-
staple.
it used to be a staple. It's been there for year upon year. The reason it wasn't there last year was because Nintendo threatened copyright.
Yeah.
Ah,
Nintendo
okay.
has a
My apologies.
hard on about any competitive play with Smash.
Like I can
Because-
pull up a picture of Hungry Box's Evo like
Oh, yeah.
2015 Melee Championship.
Because, like, yeah, Nintendo is just wanting their game to be this family-friendly, casual, everyone can play, everyone can join title.
That and it's a Japanese company. In Japan, there's no such thing as fair use.
Yeah.
And honestly, part of the reason, I mean, of course, there is the copyright issue, but part of it is the community kind of ruined it at EVO because EVO 2016, Smash was actually streamed on Disney XD.
What?
Little known
Really?
fact, it was streamed on Disney XD. And
Was
in
it?
grand finals, it was 2 Bayonettas in Smash 4, and they stalled out the
Oh.
timer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because everyone was booing them because of the way that they played, and they essentially ruined it for everyone.
Was one of them 0?
Okay.
No, it was Captain Zack and Lima.
Okay.
Of course, it was Captain Zack.
Yeah, Bayonetta and Smash 4. That, oh my, it's like watching two Jigglypuffs fight. But,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
they're doing.
But yeah, it was unfortunate because we thought this was finally going to be the time that Nintendo recognized Smash, which they actually did because they had to get permission to put it on Disney XD, and it would have been a genius marketing strategy because they're aiming for kids and Disney XD. They got so many views because of that, and now we don't have it anymore.
Thank you, all you degenerates out there.
Thanks, Smash players.
The
Take a
reasons
shower and
Captain Zack
regroup.
is banned.
Oh well, that's a whole nother.
Yeah,
topic.
I know. I was just.
This was almost
I
a
know the
Smash
reason
podcast,
you-
by the way. This was very close to being a Smash podcast.
Now, outside of Smash, other big news. It has to do with
Pujols
Netflix.
hit 700.
Oh, right.
What?
I have a lot to say about that because that game was blacked out through my distributor.
Oh, you poor
my
soul.
God.
What happened?
Okay, so Min,
Holding off on my rant.
Albert Pujols was on the chase for 700 career home runs, and he hit it. What was it on Sunday?
Something to that effect. Yes.
Well, basically,
No, wait. It was Friday.
It was Friday. Okay, the reason it was so important is that he would be the second player in all of MLB history to have over 3,000 career hits and 700 home runs.
It was supposed to be a monumentous day that all Cardinals fans could enjoy, but he did it at Dodgers.
Well then,
Well, the only other player with 3,000 career hits and 700 plus career home runs is Hank Aaron. And that's not a name to be brought up lightly.
Right.
I can see fumes.
Oh no, he is straight up mauling. If we could put a picture to this face right now, to this voice, he is mauling. He is huffing copium.
Copium. No. I want to feel this anger nice and sharp. I want to feel it like every individual needle is attacking every individual nerve ending in my body. I want the Dodgers to know just how much I am pissed that Albert Pujols, one of our guys, the guys that you wasted because you wanted to snap up all those nice and marketable players from all across the country for your tiny diseased lip.
I heard they have good hot dogs.
Do you have strong
Oh, the hot
feelings?
dogs are pretty good. But it makes sense that Los Angeles is really good at taking wieners.
But yeah. A very depressing fact for the Angels fans out there is that the Angels lost when it was one of the only times of the year that Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani had multiple RBI game.
Oh.
They still lost.
I've got some family that lives out California way that are big fans of the Angels, and Angels are a good team. If there's anything good that comes out of Los Angeles, it's the Angels.
Okay, first of all, it's Anaheim.
Okay. Sorry. Yes, the Anaheim Angels. I'm aware.
Second
Anaheim
off-
is largely my point being is that Anaheim is largely absolved within the Los Angeles urban sprawl. It's like it was consumed like mitochondria however many
No.
millions of years ago.
No, it was consumed like white blood cell consuming a disease, germed
Something to that effect, yes.
cells.
Hoovie,
and
did you
then-
take cell bio? Is this why you're having a flashback over there?
No, anytime I hear the mitochondria,
It's the powerhouse of the cell.
Repressed memories from 9th grade. Let me tell you. So the reason why I hate that is because I had the same science teacher from 7th grade to 9th grade, and I hated her down to the core.
Really? Tell us how you really feel.
How does this
Look.
relate to your mother, Juvi?
Well, you see, it all started when I was born. I was born
A Sonic
baby.
fan.
They rubber stamped it on your forehead. You had to go fast.
Yellow streak.
Gotta go fast.
Look, mistakes were made. I was one of them. But yeah, she was, for some reason, she absolutely loved me. And I thought I made it absolutely clear that I hated her. I hated her guts. I hated her face.
Your mom or this teacher?
Both.
Well, both. Both. But yes, so yeah, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. But it is also a thing that I do not want to think
It's
about.
a trigger word.
Did you know there?
It's a safe space, people.
Did you know there are mitochondria in plant cells too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just letting you know.
Yeah, it's in most multicellular organisms.
Yep. Because that's the only way you get aerobic respiration, or one of the few ways you can get aerobic respiration on a cellular level.
No. So
Back to sports.
They are. Like, come on, man. Come on. Plants are
They're-
weird.
Yeah, they're weird. I mean,
If you look at them from a cellular level compared to other organisms, they are weird.
well.
so
yeah.
back
Look
to
at their
James
reproduction
Moulding.
cycle.
Okay.
Back to James Moulding
Back
over
to
here.
the sports. So, yes, I'm upset that the 700 home run didn't happen at Busch Stadium so that we, as the people who supremely enjoy Albert Pujols, could appreciate him for the legendary player that he is, the living legend that he is. No, it had to happen over in Los Angeles for the team that scooped him up from the Angels because they wanted a nice, marketable face for their clothing lines.
Dodger great, Albert Pujols.
Moving on, the Cardinals should be playing the Brewers right now, which is kind of interesting because the Cardinals. It was funny because earlier in the season, the Brewers had a decent 3 to 4 game lead against us, and now we've got 8 games against them. I know it's probably lesser by this point because we came through a couple of rough series.
One of it also is sad. I don't mean to break, but Pete Alonso has 40 home runs this season.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of the least talked about things because we have Judge, we have Pujols, we have... What else do we have?
Oh, to following up on that point, a huge tip off to our Yankees listeners out there because Aaron Judge got his 60th home run and is now a home run legend among the rest of them.
And now he's hunting
Amen.
for 61.
And now he's hunting for 61. Well,
Well, he's tied with the record. He's trying to break it.
that makes sense. I could see why you'd want to do that. So, if Aaron Judge, if by some small chance you're listening to some random gaming podcast out of Kansas City, best of luck, mister. I want to sincerely thank you for listening to the GamerRoos Podcast.
I don't.
New episodes should be coming out every Wednesday and Thursday.
Join the Discord.
Join the Discord, please. And once again, thank you for listening, and have a good night.